Hello, America. Um, and I, okay, as this being the first video, I am going to address everybody like that because Citizen Patriot addresses everybody the same way, and I think it's very appropriate. Okay, now on to the show. I do believe that there's a few things that we need to touch base on, and I think the more videos we get out there on the subject, the more people will be informed, more people will take the liberty and their rights to inform themselves and go ahead and think about things that really do affect them. If it doesn't affect them, it may affect them, their children. And I think there's a few things that we need to learn. So I will address people like that in all my videos, just like Citizen Patriot. I will say hello America at the beginning, this being my first real video that I'm going to post on YouTube. Above all, I'd like to talk about a few things. First being the V chip, which is my most important concern, I'd like to say. Um, there are a few things going on in America, like NAFTA. I mean, look it up on the internet. If you're watching this video now, you obviously have access to the internet. You could look at a few things that have great importance to our country, our fellow man, just being a side of God, whatever you want to call it. It's important to every one of us as people, as a human race. The V chip. I think, as far as the V chip goes, research it. Do what you will. Obviously, you're gonna have to look at that to view my videos. I'm basically doing follow-ups as to Citizen Patriots videos. But me personally, I will never accept a computer chip under my skin. That's what the V chip is, RFID chip, radio frequency identification. It's really crazy that something like this is actually coming about. Um, I really don't think anyone should ever accept that. I just recently looked at the stock quotes for this company. They're a hell of a lot lower than most random stock quotes, which is a good thing, which means it's not catching on, which means it's not going to be something that most Americans catch on to. There is still that fear in the pit of my soul that says uh, this RFID chip will, one day become a reality where the government can track you. That's wherever you're going, and you know, Uncle Sam's looking over you. But I just think that more people need to be informed. The more videos, the better, obviously, on YouTube, because it gets a better chance for outplay. So, just in respect to, you know, Citizen Patriot and his words, I'd like to say, um, you know, if you hear about it, inform your friends, inform your neighbors. Uh, don't ever accept that. Um, Refer to the Constitution of the United States of America and keep the masses informed. Um, don't ever allow yourself to be tricked by anything that's going against our rights, our liberties, and our freedom. Above all, I would like to say I'd like to give a shout out to Citizen Patriots YouTube in informatives that actually have given me quite an open-eyed understanding. Um, I mean, the internet's a valuable tool these days, and it's great to be able to have information such readily available, which the government is actually trying to go ahead and tax and have control over the World Wide Web. If you have noticed, recently there has been some increases in pricing for access to the internet. That I believe that will, just my personal beliefs, that will be the next rise in, just like big oil in, consumption by the U.S. So I think the government is trying to grab hold of, a little scratch from and profiteering from a tool that was created by the people of the United States, and that's just wrong. Access to information is definitely something that we need to fight for our right to have free access to information, because that's what makes this country great. I'd like to think that, you know, human beings as a race, you know, as a people, we could think that, you know, just understanding that our right and our freedom to information is just as important as the Declaration of Independence, because of the fact that information is what controls, you know, our prosperity and our whatever you want to call it. Um, Really, all in all, I'd just like to say that, you know, anyone watch this video, hopefully you're going to march on DC and on June 21st. That's another thing I'd like to add is, you know, we are going to march in Washington, um, and show Washington that, you know, the citizens of the United States still do care about creating a great future generation of, you know, well-being for our children and our children's children, and so on and so forth. Um, I do think that, you know, we have a lot of work to do, and like Citizen Patriot says, we need to rise together and get rid of the, well, for one, the Amiro, which coincides with North American Union. If you haven't heard about this, look it up on the internet. It was signed in 2005 by our president Bush. There's a lot of work that needs to be done in America, and I'm really concerned that if we don't really take the initiative to understand that, you know, our freedom and our rights and our liberties are you know, in a place of, you know, possible, well, you know what I'm saying. Anyways, all I'm saying is we just need to rise above all this and show the world that we still care about the Declaration of Independence, and that our freedoms, our justice will not, you know, be gotten rid of whatsoever. Um, you know, it says in the Declaration of Independence, we must rise above any government that becomes too powerful, in a roundabout way. It's what it says. It is our right and our duty to make sure that freedom lasts on to our children, our children's children. Basically what it says. So for anyone feeling patriotic or not feeling patriotic, it's still our right and our duty, and we got to make sure that, you know, government does not become too controlling and too powerful. This war on terror is a little ridiculous. We're fighting a war that doesn't exist. Once again, you're on YouTube, type in V-chip, you'll see what happens. You'll see the video. It shows the Rockefeller, the whole Rockefeller gang, and what they have to do with society. It shows, you know, exact proof of what's going on. And that disturbs me, America. It disturbs me, the fact that, you know, something like that could be pre-planned and be going on, and especially under our noses. Because, I mean, before I was, you know, viewing all of this stuff online, I was just as ignorant as the rest of you. And it's just not right that people are being falsely led into, like sheep. We're being led like sheep into some cow pasture, and we're just going to sit there and have to deal with the consequences because we're not paying attention. Wake up, America. Wake the fuck up. Because, really, this shit is happening. It's happening right now. It's all over the internet. All you have to do is request the knowledge, and you'll be able to go ahead and know what's going on. And from there, we can start the change. Thank you, America, for listening. And once again, props to Citizen Patriot, because he is the one who's leading